And we're back. I got everything fixed. Yeah, you heard me. I got everything fixed this time. Hold on. I opened the wrong app. I need to be able to monitor chat. There we go. It's actually showing. I need to zoom in my camera. I thought I had it all working. Yeah, that'll work. I centered? Probably not. I love
wait till
game.
it's away. It's taking too long.
Wait. I cannot fit the stream channel. Here we go. Fixed. I need to create a little checklist every time I go to stream. Hello, Vivian.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in service.
I misspelled
We
Kupka!
get myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure.
Oh, great.
In hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy!
Yeah!
Cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Man, his uncle's so cool. Meanwhile, that's a big old crystal.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of
looks
course,
like a brat.
none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Huh. Fuck-ups.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Don't like that king.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Why is that flower glowing?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
I do not like that king.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Now, what would they do if he just turned into Bahamut and proceeded? Because they don't have another dominant. What if he just turned into Bahamut and ended it?
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
But yeah, who's that kid? Why did they put emphasis on that kid multiple times?
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics, and which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
That's funny.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet, come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an
Well, they
arduous
left his
voyage around the
hands.
southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No.
We did cut off his hand.
The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So they dragged him to land and then walked him back.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Okay.
Rid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So,
Had to get up
what
and
about
stretch.
your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Here, lately. I know, I had to reset chat there. Byron.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Ow. Desert level.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Woo, Toggle!
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. I actually really
Our
like
destination
it.
lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark a
Right.
well climb. All too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Over here! Get him! Go for it!
Lunge.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand.
I parried a bird. I stomped a bird. More birds. Fighting the birds.
Get him!
All yours, Torgal. Go, Torgal. Over here!
This one! Get him! This one!
Go, Torgal.
They're gonna be my enemies. Doesn't matter, there's an item. Nope, not enemies. Luckily, not enemies.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
So, Lord Cook.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
So why does he have to have the hood? His uncle is literally a merchant. Why does he need the hood? It makes no sense.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Oh, so... Oh. Phoenix is Joshua.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
But how did he survive is my question.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skimp, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Kupka, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
It's the outlaw! Take him! Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
I mean, they can't run us out of their bed, so...
Titan!
I need to get the basic perfect block down. As soon as he raises his hand. Come on. I'll try a bit harder. Starting it a bit too soon. I think I need to start it the second he moved. Yep.
It's you.
So the second I see them move in for the attack is the second I have to block.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
That's some
Now's our
nice
chance.
water.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Oh.
Clive?
So he can tell where his brother is from the feather?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go. Where are you?
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Rawlers said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang.
Another fight? Yep. Those are cool swords.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
It is a desert. You can literally just climb the rocks off to the side.
Force, I trust. We've
Oh,
attracted
come on!
unwanted attention already.
We could just climb.
Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Guys, having this. Oh, that felt good. That was my back topic. That was a. Sorry, I was stretching.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
They want me to go this way. Got it.
Whatever this emergency is, they've...
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Huh. That's the townspeople. How did I miss this? Isn't this general? Got it.
1,000 gil for a meal.
It's all the fault of this blasted war.
The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles silver?
I'm blind.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Yep. Kind of figured.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and try the baths. That's...
Thank you.
I like how they're taking turns
Well,
doing the questioning.
Sounds like we have our man.
Like, that's kind of funny.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Sweet incense, wax candles.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Nice. That was way too easy.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he...
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Well, I... Oh, did not mean to do that. Meant to do that.
This one. Get him. Over here. Get him.
I didn't want to keep him suspended there, but I guess I did. Ironic.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Legend.
So we just... What? I'm so confused.
Needed to a silken soft. Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpet!
I want to take a sniff of whatever you have set to be killed.
Is Lubor's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
So much for Rosina Delamil being a woman of experience.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
See that he gets it.
This is funny.
Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we? Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
Kinda creepy.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more down the face with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between, and it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market.
So, the guards are stealing crystals from everybody in the town. Got it.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way.
Well, the soldiers guarded the men of the rock.
Is that so?
So crystals on a rock. Gotta go get the crystals.
The juiciest meat
warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave. What can I do for you, soldier?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Well, we didn't start the fight, though. Why are we accused of that? Legitimately, we didn't start that fight.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
So he's trying to bribe the guard to get through?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act.
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere. And pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
I'd say that's correct.
So meet with them then. Just as you arranged. And put an end to the
It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the
His uncle
Volcanoid,
is a loudmouth.
far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Why is the tavern shut?
What was all that crashing and banging about?
If I head out this way, I do have access. Let's go, Chocobo!
Fly, Ambrosia!
That's all that I hear in my head while I'm riding a Chocobo. Favorite fantasy game creature. Chocobo.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all.
That's a lot of crystals.
You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more
great.
jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them.
I feel bad for the one dude that we just tricked.
This one. Get him.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Good! I'm just getting warmed up!
We spent half of the time eating.
Get him.
Punch. Birds!
This one. It's over. Get him.
You're finished.
Woo, mortar blow. Dun,
How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice.
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates.
This was the trouble you spoke of. Well, now it's over.
So we dealt with the trouble.
The people of Dalamil had
So
scarcely
I guess
any
that's a
means
plus.
of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along.
What's that mic picking up on my audio?
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
I don't think I like that dude. He's annoying. Those are the characters in this game I like. He's annoying.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the...
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you.
And please, tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
All the phrasing.
Omia los delan. Tu isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I have questions, but I'm not gonna ask them yet. Also, ignore the fact of how much gold I have. Still. Not important, right?
I've never even forged a button.
I wouldn't.
Oh, sorry. I'm stupid. People, he wants.
I'm afraid.
Never mind.
I know how.
I don't even know what I just accepted.
There's plenty. There's the book. They're bound. Oh, I'll talk.
I'm ignoring all this audio. I don't know what I just accepted. Prioritize. It's not like I need the gold either, or the gil either.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
It would make a fine gift for your...
Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know what makes a good carving.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Plates and pots!
Oh.
Everything I've worked
There we go.
all those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me.
All right.
One Levy, my...
Not prioritizing that one. I thought that was the next location I had to go. And that's what I'm prioritizing.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
Yes, they're quite sought after. Lord Kupka has
The
several...
finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Okay, so it's within this general area that I have to find it. Let's check the alleyway.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Oh, well, that's creepy.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of gazelle.
If you can't even fill my cup...
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
That's how I'm here.
What's... Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it.
Thank you.
All business, eh?
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Silver platters. Plates and pots. Fresh
Maybe more people chatting.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Like, I'll have a conversation with people who actually chat.
So, you learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
I didn't have... All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But a merchant, I bet she'd know a thing.
That quest complete? Nope.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hi, Torgal.
Straight home now.
How's it supposed to stray home?
Any luck?
Well, I asked her, but...
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials you...
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me.
The limestone. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I like how everybody's just there to mess with Lubor.
Then I suppose I'll meet...
Right you are. So, do you crush it up, or just...
These hurt going through.
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
Aww. Thought I could be cool for a second.
That'll do, girl.
Well, this is...
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric.
It would make a fine.
Light meat and
Needed to a silken softness.
So I wonder where to get the limestone from.
Just look at the hanging lanterns. Keep the darkness.
Well, we can make our way back.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Just then, allow me to share a secret. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for... I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead. If you're determined to be...
I don't plan on...
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Thank you all for watching. I've got to end the stream.